Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into the massive AI makeover that's happening in marketing right now. And trust me, it's a revolution that is totally reshaping our digital world, probably a lot faster than you think. And it's influencing pretty much every single click you make online.
And just to give you a sense of the sheer scale we're talking about, let's just start with a number, $9.5 trillion. Yeah, you heard that right. According to McKinsey, that's what they're forecasting for the annual economic impact of AI and big data by 2025. This isn't just some small shift, it's an economic tsunami, and marketing is riding the very crest of that wave.
So what does this revolution actually look like on the ground? Well, think of it like this. We're moving away from the old school way of doing things, traditional marketing, which was kind of like shouting into a huge crowd and just hoping the right people would hear you. Now we're shifting to AI-powered marketing, and this new approach, it's more like a quiet, super smart, data-driven whisper delivered directly to you, the individual. We're moving from just plain guesswork to actual genuine prediction.
All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts here and look at the two core technologies that are making all of this possible. At the very heart of this entire shift is a brand new power couple: big data and artificial intelligence.
Okay, first up, we have big data. The easiest way to think about this is that it's the fuel. It's the raw ingredient for everything else. I'm talking about the colossal, unbelievable ocean of information that gets generated every single second. Every click, every search, every purchase, every social media post. It's just so massive and so complex that our old software just can't keep up.
So if big data is the raw ingredient, then you can think of AI as the master chef. AI is the engine, the brain of the operation, that dives headfirst into that ocean of data to make sense of it all. It's literally designed to learn and solve problems by spotting patterns that a human analyst could, never ever find on their own.
And the relationship between these two is totally symbiotic. I mean, big data by itself is really just noise. It's like a giant library with no catalog system. And AI without any data, well, it has nothing to learn from. But when you put them together, that's when you get what we call actionable insights. That's when you get the power to actually predict what's coming next.
Okay, so we've got our power couple. Now let's see what happens when they actually get to work inside a marketing department. This is where all that theory really turns into strategy.
So this right here breaks down the modern marketing toolbox. You've got machine learning algorithms that are constantly crunching data to predict what customers will do, like who might be about to cancel their subscription or what they're likely to buy next. Then there's big data analytics, which lets companies see what people are saying and feeling on social media, like right now, in real time. And finally, you have these integrated AI platforms that can automate all sorts of things, from writing ad copy to powering those 24/7 customer service chatbots we've all talked to.
But here's the thing. This isn't just some abstract stuff happening in corporate boardrooms. These tools are already a huge part of your daily life, and a lot of the time you probably don't even notice.
Let's start with a really familiar one. Have you ever finished binging a series on Netflix and the very next recommendation pops up and you think, well, how did it know I'd want to watch that next?
Well, that's not a lucky guess. It is a ridiculously powerful AI recommendation engine. It analyzes literally everything: what you've watched, what you've rated, even what time of day you watch, to serve up the perfect next piece of content. And it is incredibly good at its job. An estimated 75% of what people watch on Netflix is driven by these very recommendations.
Or how about the world's biggest online store?
Every single time you see that customers who bought this also bought line, or you get a personalized recommendation that seems a little too perfect, that's AI in action. It's constantly analyzing your clicks, what you've looked at, and your past purchases to create a unique storefront just for you. And let me tell you, it is a strategy that is incredibly effective at driving sales.
And this technology, it goes way beyond just retail and entertainment. It's also become a huge deal for our security.
So a company like American Express uses AI to analyze billions of transactions, and in doing so, it can identify patterns that might signal fraud, often before it even happens. But at the same time, it uses that exact same spending data to offer you personalized products and services. It's this dual approach that really aims to boost both your security and your loyalty as a customer.
So look, this technology is powerful, it's personal, and it can even protect us. But you knew there was a but, right? Having companies know this much about our behavior, from our TV habits to our spending patterns, that comes with some pretty significant risks. With this much power, you really have a double-edged sword.
So yeah, what is the catch? If these systems know so much about us, where are the vulnerabilities? Where could this all go wrong?
Well, there are a few really big ones. First, and this is a major one, data security. The more data a company has on you, the bigger of a target it becomes for hackers. We saw this with that massive Equifax breach. Then, there's the really tricky challenge of algorithmic bias. See, if the data used to train an AI reflects existing biases in our society, well, guess what? The AI will learn and can even amplify those biases. And finally, there's just the risk of over-reliance. Just blindly trusting an automated system without any human oversight can lead to some major mistakes because AI can still lack the nuance and, frankly, the common sense to really understand context.
So what's the solution here? It's not about choosing between machines and humans. It seems the ideal path forward is collaboration, letting AI do the heavy lifting with the data, while we, the humans, provide that crucial context, judgment, and ethical oversight. And this really points to the future we're all heading towards. It's not a world run by AI, but a world enhanced by it. So what's on the horizon for this human plus AI partnership?
And believe me, this evolution is only speeding up. We are looking at things like quantum computing, which could analyze data at speeds we can barely even comprehend today. I mean, just imagine truly autonomous marketing campaigns that can plan, execute, and adapt themselves in real time. And of course, augmented reality is going to keep blurring that line between our physical and digital worlds.
Which leaves us with one last, really critical question. The technology, there's no doubt, is getting more and more powerful every day. But how do we make sure that as it advances, we, the people creating it and using it, also get wiser? This is the central challenge we all face, balancing this incredible new capability with our own human responsibility. Thanks for tuning in.